Hey everybody! Well, as you can probably guess, due to everything that we've talked about in the past, we are finally here!
Our flights here were a little less exciting.
The flights actually kind of sucked. Particularly the one from Minneapolis to Reykjavik. We did take the Iceland Air. We did wind up doing the one with the stopover in Reykjavik because that was the cheapest ticket.
Yes. It was also, we had our own personal issues going on with this flight. Caitlin got nervous sick. I got, nervous sympathy sick.
Yeah, because I kind of had really bad nervous stomach and kind of threw up. I really apologize to you for that. That must have sucked so bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay. It was just really awkward, and then I still don't even know, what was happening in my stomach. And Caitlin was throwing up, and I'm sitting next to her just kill me.
I know, and I was going, oh gosh, no, I'm throwing up and Christine is next to me.
And there's some other dude on the other side of Caitlin.
He was asleep.
He was asleep with his earbuds in.
He slept through my throwing up in the barf bag.
It's just good choice, sir.
It was so bad, and then I didn't sleep. I think I slept 20 minutes on the entire 5-hour flight.
I managed a little bit better. But no, everything about Iceland Air was really nice, I thought.
Yes, the planes themselves were great. They were very, very well managed. They were just, it was a very well-oiled system that Iceland Air has.
Yeah.
If anybody decides to go to Europe, I would recommend using Iceland Air.
Anyway, the campus here, I think is really cool.
Yes, it's a very, very pretty campus. It's very secluded. It feels very secluded. It's kind of like its own underground city because they've got
all of the walkways are covered.
Yeah, because it rains every day for a little while.
It'll rain for half an hour, and then it's sunny for half an hour, and then more rain.
And then it'll rain again. It's because we're on the coast.
Yeah.
And we've got Gulfstream, and it's an island.
One thing I will say, study abroad is a lot different from studying in your own country.
Yes.
Just because you do college visits. It's part of applying to a college. And then study abroad is really rolling the dice on what you're going to get.
Yeah, because, I had never even really seen the campus. They don't have very many pictures
not a lot
of it.
Pictures, maps don't do a lot for you.
No, so this was my first time ever seeing the campus was the Sunday I arrived.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, it was pouring rain. So I didn't really get a very good look at anything. But it's a beautiful campus. Actually, I have a very nice view of the English countryside.
You do? You haven't put your blinds up.
No, I haven't because I keep forgetting, but I've got a very nice view of the English countryside out my window. It's a very beautiful area. Lancaster City
is cute.
Adorable. It is like Iowa City, but with the British brick buildings. It's very old. It's a very old city. The castle is well over 400 years old.
Oh, yeah. We will be visiting the castle. We wanted to go today, but the trip filled up before we went to sign up.
But the very nice person in charge said that since so many people signed up, they were going to do a second trip, and our names are first on the list, so she was going to, as soon as they got the second trip planned out, she was going to immediately email us and let us know.
Yep. We love all the British people.
Oh gosh, all the people here have been wonderful to us. They've been so nice. They've been so helpful. Actually, we are currently in my room, my dorm, my flat. They call them flats here.
Yeah.
It's a single, which I was not expecting. I've got the entire room to myself. However, I share the floor with 5 other people.
They're very nice. And then all of the staff around our college, which is Pendle, everyone's just been wonderful. We've been asking directions. We've been asking what time everything is.
Actually, people have come up to us and asked if we needed help finding anything because they knew we were foreign.
It's not very hard to tell.
It's not very difficult to tell. As soon as we open our mouths and we're like, hi, and they're like, oh, you're from the U.S., aren't you? And we're like,
all of the staff,
what gave it away?
All of the other students. Everyone's been wonderful so far. We've been going to a lot of the Pendle College freshers events. We've seen some people from the other colleges. Everyone's being so welcoming to everyone. It's just
because
one big
we're
party,
all in the same boat and nobody really knows anybody else. The pubs here are the hub of everything. even if you don't drink, everything takes place in the bars. Which, you know, I mean, drinking's totally legal here. I'm still trying to get used to going into, like, the markets and finding college markets
the whole giant
and seeing
of alcohol.
the liquor department, basically. And it's just, and I still have to keep reminding myself, oh yeah, 18 is the drinking age here. Everybody at this college is legal.
One thing I will say, yesterday about afternoon, the people in my flat started pre-gaming for the party last night.
Thing. So did mine.
And I will say, at that point, I was a little bit tired of, like, the drinking culture. So if you're ever, if you're like me and a little bit of kind of a drinking prude, then I would say, you know, like, don't do the pre-gaming. You can go to those events and not drink. You can stay away from those events if you're just a little tired of it. But go to the pub parties.
Yes, they are so fun.
I went after everyone was pre-gaming, and I went to the party, and it was just so much fun.
They play really fun music. They blasted Gangnam Style in the clubs, and I did the dance.
They do it, like, twice every night.
Yeah, because everybody loves it. And, like, since I'm a dancer, I met up with some really good dancers last night, and we all did the Gangnam Style dance in, like, the corner.
I mean, I would suggest finding a friend like Caitlin if you're like me, because she hands me her purse and just, like, dives into the crowd. I'm just like, what am I doing?
I'm sorry.
But it was kind of fun. I met some of the international students I recognized from our orientation yesterday. I met up with them that night, and I was like, hey, I recognize you, and we did Gangnam Style on the stage.
Yeah, that was before I got there,
before Caitlin showed up.
I was going to leave, and then it just started pouring rain, and I couldn't get out. The heavens opened up and took a dump. I mean, it just started pouring, so I couldn't leave. And then everyone was like, oh, we're going to pregame, and I'm like, I have to get up early tomorrow, that's not really my thing. So then, eventually, once it stopped raining, I kind of snuck out, and found Christine, and danced around,
but
and it was glorious.
It was really fun, because once Caitlin got in her groove, we got some guys that were, like, really, really good dancers.
They were good dancers.
And she was having kind of this, like, on and off
dance
sort of competition with them.
We were having kind of a little on and off dance off thing going, where, like, one would get really into it, and then someone else would, like, get really into it as a challenge, and then they'd get back into it.
It was the most entertaining thing, and all of these guys that were coming up, and some of the girls that were coming up and, like, hanging out with Caitlin, like, they all had their friends that were like me that were just like, nope! So we were just kind of dancing in the background, doing our thing. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It's great. So, yes, go to the pub parties.
Go.
Even if you don't drink anything. Actually, everyone is really, really conscientious. At least that's what I've noticed, is, like, they don't pressure you at all. They'll just be like, oh, are you going to get a drink? And it'll be like, no. They might tease you a little bit. I mean, my flatmates, teased me all the time about how I would never order anything at the bar.
But also, teasing is a lot of British, like, social interaction. Like, you tease everyone
tease
else,
people.
You make fun of yourself. I mean, self-deprecate, like, everywhere.
All the time. The British humor, like, it's very, very dry. Very sarcastic.
And they're not afraid to make fun of you, and they're not afraid to make fun of themselves.
So
if you get a little bit of crap about not drinking, it's not going to be a big deal. And if you want to drink, then you're totally fine to do it here. So, this is probably something that you're going to hear a lot if you're studying abroad, which is get involved. But just to reiterate, we are finding it so much fun.
You have to get out. Just get out. Just go up to people. I mean, people will come up to you in, like, the pubs and just be like, hey, we haven't seen you around. What's your name? Of course, you're screaming it because the music's so loud. But
I've had a sore throat for a couple of days now because it keeps getting better, and then I go out again.
And then we go out and we have to scream at everybody in order to be in contact. But so far, the experience has been wonderful. And as of right now, we're recommending it.
Yeah, but I mean, so far, we're having a really good time.
So far, yeah, and I haven't experienced that much culture shock, mainly because everyone's just been so incredibly nice to me that, you know, I think everybody, at least most of the students and the people on the staff, they all understand we're foreigners.
It's also Freshers Week. I mean, everyone is going through culture shock, even the British students, and especially the international students, and everyone's just trying to make as smooth a transition as possible. Anyway.
We've been rambling.
Very long video right now. I don't know how I'm gonna cut that.
Yeah.
Everything seems to have been sort of important too. I might make a couple small videos, actually.
That would probably be the best.
And then we could space them out too. Yes.
Good idea.
You might get several small videos. I might have to put that disclaimer at the beginning too.
Mm-hmm. You can do a part 1, part 2, part 3.
Oh, probably, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Anyway.
It's been great. We're enjoying ourselves immensely. I hope you guys are too. And, yeah. Bye, guys. See you later.